Hi there, Melodie Moore here from Business Tech Ninjas, and today we're going to talk about ChatGPT and Canvas mode. I was at first a little skeptical about AI, honestly, but now I use it every single day, and it has made me far more effective as a person doing work, but also as a leader. And today we're going to talk about Canvas mode because I am in love with it, and it's made things a lot easier for me. I'm going to walk you through just creating a document or how I would use it. The particular instance that we're going to use today is that I'm training a new team member on inbox management, and I want it to help take all of the garble of like things that I want to have done for this process and make it into something that is legible for them to read and to be able to comprehend. And then also like, what are the key principles? Like, what are the things that most matter as somebody's going through and monitoring my inbox and managing that for me. So I've already set up this GPT. Now for this particular one, I have put it into a project, which is my team project. I'm not using a my Chat GPT. I'll make another video another time about that. If you're interested, comment below. Of like the differences between the my Chat GPTs, the projects, and then the actual chats themselves, because it is nuanced, and I've run into a couple problems with it. Anyways, I started off this chat with, you want to prime it first. So you are the most amazing assistant in the world, highly organized and focused on getting the right things done. I want you to look up Peter Drucker's work and his body of knowledge, as well as Tim Allen's. These are two great thinkers on just effectiveness of work. So it's come up and kind of put some stuff here about like what this is and their methodologies. I want to give it some sort of framework of like what I want it to be doing going forward, of like a lens to be looking at even as I'm uploading and trying to get it to train it to be able to create what I want it to create. My longer term goal is that I want it to be able to coach the assistant as well. So if the assistant has a question about what to do with something in my inbox, they're going to start with talking to the GPT instead of me, which is ideal. So I'm not going to read through this too much. My next thing is that I wanted to actually create a document of like, okay, hey, what are the requirements of the inbox? Now, I want to upload an image first because I made like an image of like how I have like a special way of how we work within Gmail using the Gmail, just like the Gmail, the like stars or whatever else. There's a name for them. I can't remember what it is, but when you click on the star a bunch of times, you can see them all. And I have an image for what that looks like. I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up or not, so I guess we'll find out together. So I've just pasted that in there. So this is the image of how I want, or of the different grading scales. Grading scales in my inbox. Now I'm going to upload the transcripts of calls. So just kind of written out like what I want it to do. And I'm going to do it like the standard way of how I would have done it before Canvas mode first to show you the difference, because it is stark. And I think there's still some challenges with Canvas mode, but I want you to see, okay, this is what you would do before Canvas mode, and then this is what you do after Canvas mode. So now I'm going to upload those transcripts. So I have my 3 transcripts from some calls of where I've like gone over and just kind of brain dumped on this. Sometimes if I'm trying to like get my ideas out, what I'll do is I'll go for a walk and just do on Google Docs and do like the audio transcription. You can do this with Otter too. I find it's easier on Google Docs because it kind of gives me a place to keep everything, but Otter works as well. It just depends on what floats your boat. So let's see what it comes up with. Honestly, I hope it's good because we're recording this. We'll find out together though. Oh, it's taken a second. Let's see. So it's searching. So it's interesting. It's searching project files. Now, is it a mistake to put this in a project? I don't know. I've been playing around with on ChatGPTs to put the same prompt in multiple different like threads within ChatGPT to see if it gives me different responses, and it does based on the history within that thread, whether I'm using memory, whether it's in a project or anything else. But it's an interesting thing to play around with a little bit. So this looks pretty good. So inbox management training, action today, follow-up, number 3, delegation, core responsibilities, use the 6 defined categories, communication, I like this. What to do when something's stalled, daily routine and flow, dedicated a fixed amount of time, so 30 to 45 minutes. This is all picking this up from the meetings that I did. Archiving noise. So this is a key point that I want to have on here. Now, so what I would typically do with this inbox zero, achieve daily, no stalled items, and action today, accurate. What I would do with this typically is I would copy all of this and I would put it into a Google Doc. And I would then start editing, because like what I would like on this now is to define out like what is noise, and what, like, define out probably what is in each one of these little different categories, these actions today and read later and then someday items. I'm gonna see if I can get it to switch modes. I haven't actually done this. I've usually just started with this. Can you put the above content into Canvas mode to allow us to work on it together? I don't know if this is gonna work. Usually I've just started with Canvas mode, but I wanted to show you the difference between the two. Let's see though. So that's cool, it did do it. So you can see right away like how it looks changes dramatically. So then you've got this document over here on the right that we're working on together. And then we've got the chat over here. So this looks good. So I want you to add a section. Can you add a section that defines out what goes into all of the categories? So then usually like if I edit something, it highlights it, but I assume that it should just, so it's going through it right now. It's kind of cool to see it like work in real time too. Oh, so what it did, so it was interesting. I didn't think it would go, and I thought it would just add a whole nother section, but this actually makes a lot more sense. Email require client inquiries, scheduling meetings, reviewing non-urgent documents, follow up. So I like this a lot. I'd like them to remove, can you remove this section? Just like why I don't need that in my document. So it should go down here and then just delete this in theory. It's a little bit of like such a trial and error of working with Chat GPT and AIs right now, because they are like just really new technologies. They're progressing really, really quickly. But there's not like a straight fast thing of like how you use it. You kind of have to be a little bit creative and just kind of work with it as if you're training a team member to some degree. A very not well-trained team member. Doesn't seem like it's, oh, maybe it's still working on it. It seems like it's having a little bit of trouble with that. I have trained it to be very positive with me though. I put like an overall thing in ChatGPT. Is like, I want you just to encourage me on a regular basis, and it gets pretty funny sometimes, I have to admit. It seems to be having a little trouble with that prompt though. I'm just trying to think of like what else I would want to add on here. Can you add a section at the top? The top with what the core skills that are needed to excel in this role. Let's see, I don't know if it's going to allow me to do another prompt. So it won't allow me to do another prompt. I'm just going to stop that other one because I think I'll try to re-prompt that and just try to say it in a different way, because I don't think it completely understood what I was trying to get it to do. And what else would I want to edit on this? It just means that, because like before I would have to go and I would have to copy and paste everything over myself in a Google Doc. But with this, I can just have it work on it with it. But as you can tell, it's a little bit challenging of like, it's not quite getting this of like, can you add a section at the top that with the core skills that are needed to excel in this role? And it just seems to have crapped out, honestly, of like, okay, what's going on here? Oh, I wonder if I can, oh, this is interesting. I don't know what that'll do. Oh, so that's kind of cool. I just discovered this, which I didn't really know I could do that. So really what I should have done is highlighted this. Oh, I don't think it'll let me do it until it does this. So I'm going to go here. Can you remove this section? So this, I think, will work a bit better. I don't know if I can edit this directly or not. Like, I don't think so. Oh, I guess I can. I can edit it correctly. That's cool. So it's like I can also edit this and add things into it, which is great. I want you, no, did it do my top section up here? Great definition. Oh, so that's kind of cool. So I added a comment on here about like what I thought about something, and then it's working with me. Great definition. Consider adding examples of typical emails that would fall into this category to make it even more clear for the assistant. Wonder how is it going to find my emails? I kind of just want to see like what happens if I apply this. Let's just explore together. I mean, it doesn't have access to my email inbox. I would love, like, I mean, a Chat GPT in my Gmail inbox would be a lot more helpful. I mean, Gmail does have Gemini, but it's not quite as strong as GPT is. So I didn't really do anything, honestly. So I think what I would want at the top here, because there's two things I wanted to do of like, I want to have like a top section over here. And then I wanted to then put something at the bottom of like, encouraging and like being like, really like, you've got this and this is going to be amazing. But at the top, I want to have like a little bit of an intro of something of the core skills that will allow you to be successful with this. I could spell. Can you update this to elaborate on the skills and habits that will help this person be successful? One of the things, because I'm an entrepreneur, is I'm a little chaotic. It's handling the chaos and ensuring great communication and systems. Because I mean, what helps with chaos is systems. So let's see what it comes up with, and then I think we'll finish up here. I mean, you never know, right? It amazes me. I find it difficult to write on this level. I much prefer going for a walk and just kind of like rambling on. And I think that's been the most helpful thing with ChatGPT of like specifically with team members. I'm a visionary person. I've got like a lot of like ideas, and it's a lot of the times it like just takes time to like put them into some sort of format that other people can understand. And if I'm able to go on a walk, and I use, as I said, Google Docs to just kind of ramble on, and I'll take like, it'll be like sometimes a 2 or 3 page or longer document of me just kind of going on and like, just like working through my thought process on something. And then I can put it into ChatGPT, and then with the effective prompts, it can really create something that is really valuable. I think where people mess up with ChatGPT is they don't put like good thoughtful things of like they've actually thought about what it is that they're trying to do into ChatGPT. So it just gives you very vanilla stuff out of there. But if you have something like a problem like you're really trying to work through, and you're like just brain garble your entire like how you're thinking about it, then ChatGPT is incredibly effective. It's made all of our documentation and our training internally a lot better, and my sales follow-ups as well. So this is pretty good. So the core skills and habits to include handling chaos effectively, strong communication systems is beautiful. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I probably will add a couple more things on this and then refine it out. But overall, I love this this Canvas process rather than me. Because before, as I said, I would copy this, put it in a Google Doc, and then I'd have to go back and make changes and things on it. And it was kind of a frustrating process. So I like this a lot better, and I'm excited to keep using it. If you do have any questions about ChatGPT, feel free to comment, but don't forget to subscribe because I will be making more videos about technology as well as ChatGPT and how to use it to have more success in your business with less stress.